Doesn't it feel great to be alive on a Friday afternoon or a Friday evening on YouTube as a die-hard, passionate Boise Hawks baseball fan or what? And doesn't it feel great to be alive on a Friday afternoon or a Friday evening as a die-hard, passionate Pioneer League baseball fan or what? Hey everybody, hello baseball fans. Hope all you guys are having a lovely start to your Friday and a lovely start to your Memorial Day weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend. And most importantly, guys, welcome back to the channel of Main Event Baseball with Ryan. And welcome to the Friday night Battle of Idaho pregame show. All right, in tonight's pregame show, we are going to discuss the Battle of Idaho and some breaking news about the Battle of Idaho between the Idaho Falls Chuckers and the Boise Hawks. We will preview tonight's game between the Idaho Falls Chuckers and the Boise Hawks, and then we will talk about what you guys can expect on a Friday night at Hawks Memorial Stadium. All right, well, let's be with the breaking news. So I didn't say this on last night's post-game show, but Hawks manager Cash Buchem did a very unique thing. Number one, going to the ninth inning, the top of the ninth inning in last night's game, the starting third baseman for the Boise Hawks, John Pyle, would come in to pitch, and he would end up giving up a two-run home run to give the Chuckers the 8-1 lead and eventually win last night's game. But in the bottom of the ninth inning, the second batter of the bottom of the ninth for the Boise Hawks was left-handed pitcher Cameron Dayton. That's right, guys. Cameron Dayton was a Boise Hawks pitcher who pitched in the Hawks game the night prior to last night. And last night, in the bottom of the ninth, with one out, down 8-1, the Boise Hawks pinch hitted, and they gave that pinch hit spot to left-handed pitcher Cameron Dayton. Cameron Dayton was a two-way player at the University of Seattle. He was a pitcher there and also a first baseman. So he got to make his very first at-bat as a Boise Hawk. He unfortunately grounded out to the second baseman and all of that. But yes, guys, that was a little interesting about last night's game. Again, the Chuckers would go on to win last night's game by a final score of 8-1. So tonight is game 4 of this 6-game series between the Idaho Falls Chuckers and the Boise Hawks. The Chuckers entering tonight on 3-0 on the 2025 season. The 2025 Boise Hawks are 0-3 to start off the 2025 season. And this is the breaking news out of the Battle of Idaho. The Idaho Falls Chuckers have never, and I mean never, been up 3-0 over the Boise Hawks in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League. With the Idaho Falls Chuckers win last night, it would mark the very first time ever that the Idaho Falls Chuckers would win 3 straight games against the Boise Hawks. Now, which means if the Idaho Falls Chuckers win tonight, they would win the series. For the Boise Hawks to avoid the Chuckers to win the series, they would need to win tonight and the next 2 to make that happen. If the Chuckers can win 1 of the next 3 games in this series, they will officially win the series, the opening series against the Hawks. And remember, the Traffic Cone Trophy goes to the team that has the better head-to-head record. Either it will go to the Chuckers or it will go to the Hawks. As of sitting right now, it would go to the Idaho Falls Chuckers because they are up 3-0 on the Boise Hawks. So a little fact right now, guys, if the Traffic Cone Trophy was going to be handed out tonight or today, it would go to the Idaho Falls Chuckers. All right, guys, so let's get into some stats regarding this series between the Idaho Falls Chuckers and the Boise Hawks. So this series, and guys, tonight is game 4 of a 6-game series. You know what, guys? So far in the first 3 games of this series, the Idaho Falls Chuckers have only left 4 men in scoring position. Well, look at the Hawks. In this series, the Boise Hawks have left a total of 10 men in scoring position. The Idaho Falls Chuckers, with runners in scoring position this series, are batting a .291. The Boise Hawks, with runners in scoring position this series, are batting a .107. That is literally, like, it's crazy and all that. And, guys, and the Idaho Falls Chuckers have, in this series, the Idaho Falls Chuckers have a .401 on-base percentage in this series against the Hawks. The Hawks have a .298 on-base percentage in this series against the Chuckers. And the previous 2 games, the Idaho Falls Chuckers have had a dominant outing by their starting pitcher. So, you know what, guys? If I could sum up how this series is going for the Idaho Falls Chuckers, it would be, boom, pure dominant. But for the Boise Hawks, it would be a pure nightmare chaos. And like I said, the 2025 Boise Hawks are looking for their first win of the 2025 season on Friday Night Baseball tonight at Hawks Memorial Stadium. So, yes, guys, so I do want to give you guys a little preview for tonight's game. Number 1, Cameron Dayton was scheduled to pitch last night for the Hawks. Cameron Dayton, like I said, he did come in last night for the Hawks, but he came in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out with no one on base, down 8-1. He pinch hitted, and within 2 pitches of the at-bat, he hit a grounder to second base for the 2nd out. But Cameron Dayton never, ever got to pinch run or pinch hit last year for the Hawks. When he came to the Hawks last year under manager Gary Van Tol, he was specifically a relief pitcher. And this year, guys, Cameron Dayton is on the Boise Hawks roster as a left-handed pitcher. However, he is one of 4 two-way players on the Boise Hawks. And the only two-way player to get both on the mound and at the plate has been left-handed pitcher and Round Rock, Texas' own Cameron Dayton. Now, I will let you guys know this, guys. The Boise Hawks are 0-3 heading into tonight. They have never gone 0-3 against the Chuckers, but the Boise Hawks have never started a season 0-4 since they've been in the Pioneer League. The Hawks have been in the Pioneer League since 2021. And the last time the Boise Hawks started a season 0-4 was 2002. That is the last time the Hawks went 0-4 to start their season. And it's 2025, y'all. So it's been that long. So, guys, the only question is, will the 2025 Boise Hawks be able to pick up their first win of the 2025 Pioneer League season tonight? Obviously, the answer is simple. We're going to have to wait and find that out. All right, guys, another statistic for tonight's game. Entering tonight's game, the Boise Hawks have made 6 errors in this series, and the Chuckers have made 3 in the whole series. That is literally the amount of errors each team has made heading into tonight's game. Again, guys, the Boise Hawks, their backs are against the wall. The Hawks cannot win this series. The best thing the Hawks can do is split it. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, the only way the Hawks would split the series is if they would win tonight and the next 2 games. Otherwise, boom, the Idaho Falls Chuckers would win the opening series against the Boise Hawks. Well, guys, if you're going to go out to the Hawks Memorial Stadium for some Friday night baseball, what about some Friday night fireworks? That's right, guys. Tonight is the first Fireworks Friday of the 2025 Boise Hawks season. Like I said on the post-game show last night, 15 minutes after tonight's game ends, the fireworks show will begin. Tonight's fireworks show is scheduled to last a half hour. So 30 minutes is the estimated time for tonight's fireworks show. If you guys are also going to the game, please do not park in the right field, behind the right field wall, as that is where the fireworks crew will need to set up after tonight's game. All right, guys, before I end the video and all that, I just want to remind you guys that, yes, guys, tonight may be Friday Night Baseball and Firework Friday, but we'll still have a post-game show right after the game, guys. Join me 45 minutes after tonight's game ends for the post-game show. It will be up on Main Event Baseball with Ryan. Again, Game 4 between the Idaho Falls Chuckers and the Boise Hawks post-game show will happen tonight right here on Main Event Baseball with Ryan, 45 minutes after the game ends. The only question is, will the Boise Hawks be able to pick up their first win of the 2025 Pioneer League baseball season? Well, we're going to have to wait and find out to see that happen. All right, guys, that is all I have for you guys on the Friday night pregame show for the Battle of Idaho. Y'all know the drill, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like and that thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. Again, guys, it may be a Friday night firework night, but we'll have a post-game show 45 minutes after the game ends tonight. So join me later tonight for the post-game show. Other than that, have a safe and lovely rest of your Friday night. It is the beginning of Memorial Day weekend. Woo, woo! But you know what, guys? Let's hope the Hawks can get their first win of the 2025 Pioneer League baseball season. Again, the Hawks need to win tonight. Otherwise, a win tonight for the Chuckers would go 4-0 and win the opening series against the Boise Hawks.